man accused of shooting and killing a teenage friend boasted to police about the gunfire as he was driven to the jail after his arrest. Video of his conversation was just some of the disturbing evidence that was presented to jurors in a Fairfax County courtroom today.
Jordan Cochran also faces an aggravated malicious wounding charge for shooting another man in the eye. In a story you'll only see on News 4, Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey has the video shown to jurors.
Accused killer Jordan Cochran bragging about committing murder almost from the moment he was arrested. Prosecutors playing this video for jurors, capturing the conversation between Cochran and an officer who helped transport him to jail.
You just murdered someone.
Two people! Two people! You hear me? Two!
The gunfire took place on January 8, 2022 at a bus stop and convenience store along Route 1. Cochran's accused of firing one fatal shot at an acquaintance, 18-year-old Kebron Lee Gay. Police say Gay was shot after an earlier fistfight between the two over a pair of shoes and a cell phone. Prosecutors say Cochran then fled to a nearby 7-Eleven, commanding a couple there to give him a ride. When they refused, he allegedly shot the male passenger in the eye, leaving him blinded. As he rode with police, Cochran seemed to believe he'd killed both men.
Hey, and I finally killed somebody. These are my first two bodies, y'all.
Later adding,
I killed two. I proved what I had to prove.
Cochran also rapping for police and admitting he was anxious about being jailed.
And I'm honestly scared. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. This is my first time going to the big boy giant.
The young man who was killed, who went by Kev Gay, had recently graduated from Mount Vernon High School, where he'd played on the football team. The victim's father testified that just 2 days before the shooting, his son brought Cochran home, asking if he could stay with their family because he'd been kicked out of his own house. But once the victim's father learned that Cochran had a gun, he asked him to leave. Gay's father and relatives listening as prosecutors played the 911 call Kebron made right after the shooting. His final words, heart-wrenching to hear as he repeated, "I'm dying, please come get me, I'm dying. Someone shot me, I'm dying." The operator asks, "Where are you?" He says again, "I don't know, I'm dying." Police arrived and performed CPR, but Kebron Day died from a gunshot wound to the chest. Testimony continues tomorrow. In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh belong the issues from death. Kol Holayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rekat Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Psalm 68, verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh belong the issues from death. So all judgment, all death, all mayhem, all chaos is done and orchestrated by Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh. So this is not wrong place, wrong time, a mistake, or just having a bad friend. This is the judgment from Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh, from whatever he saw fit, from whatever he was doing in this life or his prior life or lives. Okay? Everything is justified, righteous, and balanced with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Okay? So this is not no coincidence that the Lord put this young man down. Okay? Because the Lord, again, he requires that which is past. Matter of fact, let's grab that. You know, for edification, let's grab, oldies but goodies. Let's go ahead and grab it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, starting off at verse 15. That which is, it's like Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past. So the Most High requireth that judgment that he has given to this Jake, man. And as you heard on the news clip, that they were friends. And this guy actually tried to give his friend shelter at his crib. And his father somehow, some way, found out that this Jake had a gun and told him to leave his house. And you know, couldn't take heed because also it was stated that they were fighting over, I believe, some shoes and something else, man. You know, stupid petty shit. Okay, but again, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past. And moreover, I saw under the sun, okay, the place of judgment, which that's earth, okay, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So, you know, we have to play out our judgment upon the earth, man. We go to the spiritual realm, we get judged for what we have done while we were on the earth, and then we come back to play out our judgment, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. Because again, you see wickedness here, okay, amongst the earth, and you see the land that the Most High has chosen, that iniquity is there too, because you have the so-called self-proclaimed white people in our land claiming to be us, man. Okay, but again, this is not a mistake. This is not, again, just a wicked nigga that just went off and, you know, just lost his marbles or anything like that. No, this is judgment from the Lord. And also too, this Jake, you know, he boasted, man. He boasted. She said, she told him, you killed one person. He said, no, two. You know, he boasted, and he's boasting in the car, talking about, yeah, it's my first 2 bodies, and now I'm going to big boy jail. Okay, and what does this say about, you know, a person that that wants to, you know, put somebody to death? Let's go to the book of the law, Deuteronomy 35, starting off at verse 16. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Okay, so this Jake is supposed to be put to death. He's not supposed to be led to a jail cell, man. But see, Esau doesn't know how to judge righteously because he's wicked. Okay, there's not a righteous bone in Esau's body besides him taking heed to the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, so he's righteously doing what the Lord programmed him to do, what he made him for. But as far as him producing and seeking righteousness and professing it and declaring it, it's not so. Okay? So again, Deuteronomy 35 verse 16, and if he smite him with an instrument of iron, because you know that gun, some guns can be made out of metal, iron, plastic. Okay, but he smote and smite, however you want to state it, this Jake to his chest. Okay, with a gun. So that he die, he is a murderer, and he also shot the other guy in the face, basically shot him in the eye. Okay? The murderer shall surely be put to death, and how shall that be done? Verse 19. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. So in actual reality, the father is supposed to slay this dude that killed his son, man. That's righteous balance, righteous order from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But again, Esau doesn't know how to judge. He's an unrighteous judge. Let's go to the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Okay, because again, Esau does not know how to judge righteously. He's an unrighteous judge, man. Okay, he has no understanding. He's wicked. His mind is contaminated. His mind is polluted with perverseness, man. Okay, so he doesn't know how to judge righteously, man. And furthermore, he want to use you Israelites for free labor in his jail system. And furthermore, this happened in Virginia, which is off of Route 1. Route 1 is Richmond Highway, which I believe it's Alexandria, but where they said this happened, that was Mount Vernon. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the part of Alexandria where George Washington lived. Because I believe George Washington's house is in Mount Vernon. I actually took my kids to go see George Washington's house before I came into the truth. Long years before I came into the truth, I took my kids, you know, to go tour the house because they also have his house as a tourist spot. Okay. So again, Leviticus 19 verse 15, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Now we know this is obviously talking about our people, but still, the laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be applied to all nations in the kingdom. They're going to have to follow our customs. Okay, so Esau is not a righteous judge, man. He doesn't know how to judge matters correctly, man. Okay? Period, man. So this Jake is not supposed to be going to a jail cell waiting for trial. He's supposed to be put to death by the avenger of blood, which is the Father. Okay? Period. That's how it's supposed to go, man. Okay, because let's jump back to Deuteronomy. And I'm going to close out because I think the point is made. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 35, starting off at verse 30. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses, but one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. But in this instance, in this situation, there's no need for that. Because again, you literally heard and saw this young Jake on camera said that he got 2 bodies. Okay, he didn't only claim 1, he claimed 2. Proudly, and he boasted in it, man. And he continued to talk to the officer that transported him to the jail, to the detention center, and said, this is my first 2 bodies. So there's no need for other witnesses, which I'm pretty sure they have footage at the 7-Eleven where it occurred. Because they do have video cameras outside of 7-Eleven. And, you know, amongst other places too on the streets of Babylon. Okay, but in this instance, you don't need 2 or more witnesses to condemn this guy. This guy is already condemning himself, man. He already admitted to the murder, man. Verse 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer which is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction, Salaki, that's verse 31 again. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And that's the righteous order from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So if you intentionally put somebody to death, the person that does that is supposed to be put to death by the avenger of blood, man. That is the right way to go about things according to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You're not supposed to put these people in a goddamn cubicle to await a year, months, or whatever, however long it may be to go to trial. You know, you actually think you're making them suffer by having them sit in the jail cell for however long it takes for them to go to trial and then to receive a sentence. No, they're supposed to be put to death, man. Period. They're supposed to be put to death, man. But again, this is also of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'm going to grab this last precept and we'll close out here. This is all of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day because, again, this is a judgment that was placed and brought forth by him, man. Okay, it was brought forth by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And this dude, you know, he just snapped in anger over, which I believe, a pair of shoes and something else. As you heard, they were arguing about nonsense, man. And the young Jake actually tried to help this, you know, Shiva Jada brute beast, man. He tried to get him a place to stay at his own crib, but you know his father somehow, some way, found out that he had a gun and told him to leave his house, man. You know, so hey, man, everybody ain't your damn friend, man. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16. Starting off at verse 13. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringeth up again. So this is all done of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And look, the one on the left, man, you know, he was trying to help out Jake, you know, to see if he could stay in his house because he got kicked out of his own house. And I wonder why. He's a savage. He's a beast, as they say. You better believe these niggas when they say that shit, man. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell, and bringeth up again. A man indeed killeth through his malice, and this is a prime example of a niglet killing through malice, man, over some bullshit. But again, also too, it was the Lord's plan for this to happen this way, and for this to go down, man. Okay, the Lord's, you know, he placed this judgment upon this Jake, and this is the way he saw fit for it to happen, man. Okay, a man indeed killeth through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returneth not, neither the soul received up cometh again. But it is not possible to escape thine hand. So it's not possible to escape the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, because you're controlled by the Lord. Your life is already written out. He's directing your path every single day, man. Okay? And especially when he's bringing the forth judgment, whether he's wounding you, whether he's putting you through hell, or whether he's deleting you, you cannot escape Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's hands, man. Point blank, period, man. And we're going to continue to see more of this, man. Okay, and this is in my area, man. You know, not in the area that I grew up in, but you know, the courthouse right here. This is in Fairfax City. Okay, but this happened in Alexandria, Virginia, off of Route 1. Okay, the little section of Mount Vernon, which is a lot. It's a lot of wicked ass niggas, and you know, a lot of jakes out there doing a lot of unruly shit on Richmond Highway in Alexandria, Virginia, man. Okay, so I don't want Ratazah. I hope and I pray that this is edifying and terrifying to the true, sincere Aki and Wa'akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Call Holayim La, Abba Nawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekat Kodash, Watha Wada, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekat Kodash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want Ratazah into the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
Refused, he allegedly shot the male passenger in the eye, leaving him blinded. As he rode with police, Cochran seemed to believe he'd killed both men.
Hey, and I finally killed somebody. These are my first two bodies, y'all.
Later adding and admitting he was anxious about being jailed.
And I'm honestly scared. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. This is my first time going to the big boy giant.